My love for Star Wars is big, and so is my collection.
Some people lean towards the light side, others the dark side. I'm somewhere in the middle.
I know Kung Fu, and the Force is strong in my family.
Star Wars is everywhere, and so am I.
My name is Chris Mocht. I was born on May 25th, 1975, 2 years to the day before A New Hope came out. I was 5 when Empire Strikes Back came out, and it's been my favorite movie ever since. Star Wars was a big part of my childhood growing up. When I was 7, my father committed suicide, and Star Wars was a very powerful tool that helped me cope with the loss. We've been married for 7 years now. We did have a Star Wars wedding.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
The bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Christian and Michelle Mocht.
We had like a 5-10 minute lightsaber duel.
Well, that's all that you would let me get away with.
Absolutely. Weddings are sacred.
When I went to Tunisia in 2005, I brought back some sand from the Star Wars location sets, and I used that as part of our sand ceremony for a wedding. So there were some Star Wars...
There were some Star Wars trinkets placed in
throughout, yes.
Yes, I would say so. I didn't know you were a Star Wars fan until I asked him if he knew what an Ewok was. And I have a dog, Bella, and she looks like a little Ewok.
And I said, of course I know what an Ewok is. And then I thought you were pretty cool because you brought up Ewok in our first conversation.
Little did I know what I was really getting myself into.
Star Wars is a funny thing in our marriage. It's something that we share together, but I would say it's something that probably causes a little controversy.
A little bit.
And it's taken over our life a little bit. And I'm in the process of trying to sell some stuff.
No, we're in the process of getting a new house because we don't have enough room for all of his Star Wars. I like Star Wars. I like the movies. I have a couple things, but it's really your thing.
You have a couple of things because they're mine.
No, I have.
And what's mine is yours. The winters in Chicago are so brutal. They're very, very Hoth-like. Celebration cannot come soon enough. It's colder than Hoth out there.
When are you leaving again?
It does seem like ever since we had our daughter, the communication has been a little repetitive. I told you like 5 times, I'm going April 15th, tax day.
Our communication has been repetitive. Repetitive.
Are you sure you don't want to come?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't want to go sit around with a bunch of drunk Star Wars fans talking about Star Wars.
Is that what you think we do when we go to Celebration, is just drink all the time?
Yeah. You buy Star Wars stuff, you look at Star Wars stuff, and you drink. Right?
Your insight serves you well. Well, someone's gonna miss me when I go. Daddy's gonna miss you when he goes to Anaheim.
Who?
Maybe I should take you with me. What do you think?
The dogs?
Danny.
Danny will miss you, for sure. I'll miss you.
My name is Bo Glazer. I was born in 1970. I am a painter and an artist and a musician, but
Renaissance man.
Mostly painting people's kitchens pays the bills more than the music always has.
We got married in October of 2013, and we had an entire photo booth full of Star Wars gear.
And costumes.
And costumes and props. So it was a big part of our wedding.
My first experience with Star Wars is 1977, right when it came out. One of the most fun things I remember when I was a kid. I'm still a fan today for probably quite a few different reasons. When Nikki was pregnant and we were gonna have a kid, it really just like brought back being a kid, and the first thing that came back was Star Wars.
My favorite Star Wars movie is Return of the Jedi because I'm a little bit younger than Bo. And I remember all of the Ewoks, and that was a big draw for me because I was a little girl when Return of the Jedi came out. You know, we watch it as a family, we enjoy it as a family, we'll play with the figures, we dress up. It's something that's brought us together, I think, you know, not just as a couple, but as a family, because our daughter really gets to be involved in it.
We looking very forward to going to Celebration. Our first 2 honeymoons were kind of canceled because of financial problems and job changing and that kind of stuff. And so the Celebration will be our honeymoon, basically. It's a pretty big trip.
We can't check in until 5 because the house isn't ready until then. They have a really weird rule. Planning this whole time has been, you know, it's about making sure all the pieces are in place. And it finally is, and we're gonna get to go have the honeymoon that we, you know, never got to have. So we're really excited.
Okay, so what about the original hotel?
We know we're gonna have a couple hours.
We're gonna check out at 11. Did you get Chris's email?
I did.
My old buddy Chris helped us decide to do this. He was getting a house near the convention center. This is unbelievable, this Celebration. Like, I don't know why I haven't been to all of them. Well, I didn't have any preconceptions of people going to Star Wars conventions and stuff. I've been more of a rock and roller and an artist, and I really never did Comic-Cons and stuff like that.
You know, hearing that there was a place where all of these Star Wars fans gathered got me excited because it's something that I hate to use the term, but I nerd out on it. I cannot wait to buy her Universe clothes.
Yeah, is that where you're going right away? Costumes, craziness, merchandise. All Star Wars all the time. I'm looking forward to immersing myself in all that.
What's the matter, my love?
Mac and cheese.
You want mac and cheese?
We have Star Wars crackers.
No.
No Star Wars crackers? So we are looking forward to a little adult time, party time, good times.
Yes, we are. Come here.
I want mac and cheese.
My name is Alfie Jimenez. I was born in 1972, which would have made me 5 when the first Star Wars came out. I'm married, 2 children. I'm a mortgage loan officer by day, Star Wars fan by day and night. Being so young when it came out, it always brings me back to a time in my life when everything was innocent and pure and fun. Just reminds me of spending time with my family. I recently lost my dad. Part of the reason why I'm such a huge Star Wars fan is because he would always take me and my brothers to the movies. He was one of the main reasons why I am a Star Wars fan. It's been around a long time for me, so. And a big part of my life growing up in the movies, that's such a huge part of our lives, so I want my kids to experience that. My wife, she doesn't really care that much about the Star Wars fanatic part of my life. I did have a Star Wars themed wedding. It was actually episode 8, Elfie and Grace. We did have a lightsaber battle with Darth Maul. It actually enhanced the wedding because, her whole take was, oh, it's my wedding too. So if there's something that I want to do, she let me do it. So it actually worked out beautifully. And I know people were questioning her letting me have a lightsaber battle with my friend Sean. We're going home.
Woohoo!
What was your high today, guys?
Making a snake almost as tall as me.
What about you, Ethan? What was your high today?
Playing infection.
What was your low? Any lows?
Nope.
No lows? Okay, that's a good day then. Hey, when I'm gone, I don't want you guys watching the prequels, okay? Okay? Going to Celebration, I actually look forward to this. I know it's only every 2 years or so that we go. It's a lot of fun, but it's also very hectic because with my family schedule, I don't get to stay really the whole time. Always on the move. Hey, this is why I'm not taking you guys to Celebration. Stop!
Yeah.
Stop. Stop. I have brought the family in the past, but honestly, it's a nightmare.
I'm Sean Hines, born in a cold December morning, 1972. I work as a broadband media technician, AKA cable guy. At our wedding, I definitely wanted to have some Star Wars stuff in there. And at the top of our cake, we had Han Solo and Barbie as the cake topper. But then I snuck in a few other Star Wars themed stuff.
I just approved the music, and the rest kind of snuck in.
So my friend Alfie and I did a lightsaber fight for his wedding. And I always knew I wanted to do that again for my wedding, or our wedding, excuse me. The kids loved it. We had a full audience in front of it. It was a blast. I'm glad I did it.
I did know he was a Star Wars fan when I met him.
Unfortunately, we do not have kids. It just wasn't in the cards for us.
Oh, hey.
Hey, hon.
How's it going?
Not too bad.
I went shopping with my mom, and look what I picked up.
Oh, nice. Nice. Did you use the your rewards coupon? This is like the pizza cutter that I don't want to use.
Oh, that's true.
But I'll use it anyway. That's awesome. Thanks, hon.
Cool.
Anything else exciting happen?
Not too much.
I absolutely think Star Wars keeps me young. I mean, I always say you're only as old as you allow yourself to be. And Star Wars is definitely well rooted into my childhood, and the longer I'm into it, the younger I remain.
What is it?
Star Wars code. Love it.
The way I look at it, you're a husband and a kid rolled into one. And my scruffy-looking Nerf herder.
Aw.
Hey, hon, what are you working on now? Yeah, Sean will take over the house a couple times throughout the year, whether he's spray painting on the balcony or he's taking up all our living room space, so it gets a little annoying at times.
I'm just working on my costume for celebration, and I need you to see if this fits.
What? What is that?
It's part of your costume that we're going to be debuting at Celebration. I'm always excited to go to Celebration. This year, actually, I'm really excited about the Mandalorian mashup photo op. Going back as far as Celebration 3, when I made my first mashup, the idea of a mashup group has been batted around ever since. I've managed to gather random Star Wars fans across the country who make their own versions of mashups. And Celebration will be the first time that we will have an official meetup.
I'm kind of excited to see this happen.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm nervous and excited. You know, we've been talking about it. We're bringing Smurfette to life.
Oh, wow.
This is what I'm working on for myself. I'm doing a Van Halen Fett. Eddie Van Boba, or whatever we're going to call him.
When is this house getting back to normal?
Maybe summertime, depending.
Maybe? Okay.
Depending how long as it takes us to recover when we get back. Even with all the craziness that she has to put up with me, you know, honey, and you do have to put up with a lot. I just want you to know, I love you.
I know.
The way I feel about his hobby, for the most part, I'm okay with it because, as I've said before, it's better than cracking hookers. It could be a lot worse. Does it need to slow down? Absolutely. It has to slow down.
What are you doing down here?
I'm looking for my Lando shirt.
Lando shirt.
Lando's not a shirt, he's a man. He's a card player, gambler, scoundrel. You'd like him. Hey, look what I found! Brand new and unused.
Where did those come from?
In the basement.
You are a hoarder.
I'm not a hoarder, I'm a collector. There is a difference between a hoarder and a collector.
Oh, yeah. And didn't you go out for a stroller and came home with these?
I went to the garage sale yesterday, I went out for a stroller, and yeah, these were only $1/4 a piece.
Did you need them?
And when I see a steal, I gotta have it.
Does she like it?
She loves it.
If she likes it.
I didn't wash it yet.
Keep
I
it.
didn't wash it.
Well, I need to wash it then. She's gonna get some disease. Here, for real.
She's not gonna get a disease. Packing for Celebration is such a pain in the wazoo because I have so many cool Star Wars shirts. I always break out my vintage Star Wars iron-on collection. I'm dressed to impress. I'm in the middle of packing, and I smell something coming from the loft. Oh man, who pissed on the rug again? Well, don't everybody answer me at once.
I came up, I pissed on the rug.
No, I'm serious. I'm tired of the goddamn dogs pissing on the rug. This rug it ties this room together. It's in my Star Wars sacred place.
It's Molly.
She pissed on the rug again.
Hey, hon.
Hey, hon,
I had a bad day today.
what happened?
Company did some downsizing, and I got let go.
Oh no,
So
I'm so sorry.
it sucks. So I don't know what we're gonna do. So we're planning for Celebration, and in the middle of all this, the company I work for cuts back, and I get let go.
I'm so sorry, hon. I'm so sorry.
It will be.
It's like horrible timing.
It's gonna be rough. I don't know. These things cost a lot of money, and with no money coming in, we weren't sure if we were gonna be able to pull it off. Star Wars is definitely an expensive hobby for us. Well, probably more so for me. I don't know what we're gonna do. We got all this stuff planned. We got the celebration that we already paid for. There may be a chance we're not going.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Been better. Had a rough couple of days. Fortunately, I got let go from my job, so money's gonna be really tight here for a little bit. You know how we're kind of in the middle of planning this trip of Celebration? I might have to change my status to a maybe.
Oh, well, that sucks, man.
I just wanted to kind of give you the heads up since I know you're coordinating the house. I didn't want you to have any last-minute surprises.
You know, we figured out the house rental, too. You know, I had everybody, I figured everybody's cost based on everybody that committed to stay, you know? You know, keep me posted, man. All the best to you.
Yeah, I'll let you know what happens. I'll definitely keep you in the loop.
Okay, man. Take care.
All right, buddy.
See you soon, man. Later. It sucks that Sean lost his job, but, you know, I got a plane to catch to Anaheim.
Next time on The Real Fans of the Saga.
The first transport is away. There's nothing better than being in a house with all my Star Wars friends talking about Star Wars.
It wasn't like what I envisioned as a traditional honeymoon, obviously, but I think we're gonna have a really good time.
So I'm stoked about the party tonight. There's celebrities there. I was even signing autographs and taking photos with the fans.
One Sam Adams, please.
Don't go to Hollywood to pick up Lee. I picked him up earlier. And there is beer in the fridge per your request.
Something about the Chinese lettering with the Star Wars stuff that I always like.
Hey.
Hey, man. What are you doing right now?
Nothing. I'm drinking another beer.
I guess that makes sense why you can't pick me up. The convention is fun, but it's really all about bonding and geeking out over Star Wars.
Was there something going on today, or were we just standing in lines like that was some sort of water torture?